Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison today. Today we have Geo279 on 1087 going up against Grenly Depremutation. Whatever, the Italian. We're going to go with the Italian on 934. So both duelists would have been in the top 100. Geo significantly deep into the top 100. So pretty good scores all round. Let's see how this one goes. It's Debris Dragon, Magical Stone, Super Rejuve, Red MD and Blue Eyes. This looks like Dragon Turbo. Going up against Unifrog, 1-for-1, Salvage, Dupe Frog, Caius and Soul Exchange. So this looks like Frog Monarch, Hero Frog maybe. The Salvage is throwing me a bit, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'm going to start with 1-for-1, pitch the Uni, summon the Substoad, summon the Dupe. Go into Treeborn, go into Treeborn, go into Swap, Dump Sub, Swap, Dump Sub, then Dupe Frog. Okay, they're probably playing two dupes. So just going to end on the soft lock. Pass, draw for turn is TT. I'm going to Super Rejuve now, then Magical Stone, pitch 2 to add the Super Rejuve back. Then they can set the TT, go to end phase where they'll draw 2, Super Rejuve again, draw another 2, and pass. Okay, this is okay. TT kind of helps here. So pick up a turn there as Swap Frog. They're going to bring out the Treeborn in standby. They're going to salvage back the Unifrog and the Dupe Frog. Yeah, summon out the Unifrog. Oh, surely we're doing that on summon. Yeah, okay, we assume it was just maybe a bit quick. Yeah, normal summoned. 2 seconds later, they were attacking. Yeah, that's fine. That TT's fine. Cool, so all of those are going to go now. And yeah, they're going to pick up from Dupe. Pass, draw for turn is Debris. Okay, so they've got cards of consonants now for one of the Debris. Picks up Super Rejuve and Wyvern. Gonna Magical Stone away the Red MD and the Wyvern. Add back the Super Rejuve now. Sets the trade in. Banishes the Wyvern to summon out the Red MD, and they can hit you with the double Super Rejuve. Yeah, nice, okay. Okay, now we've got some stuff. Now we've got some stuff in rotation. Yeah, so hand is now Card Destruction, Blue Eyes, Red MD, Cards of Continent, Heavy Storm, and Debris Dragon. Yeah, they're getting somewhere. Draw for turn there is Lad. They're going to Treeborn back in standby. Then they're going to Soul Exchange the Red MD with the Light and Darkness Dragon. Oof, that's something. Okay, they're going to have to throw cards at it. So Debris, yep. Then Red MD and can just attack over it. Yeah, of course. So Lad doesn't destroy. So yeah, they can just Debris, negate it, drop it down a little bit, and smack into it with a Red MD. Yeah, he's going to go off, and that is going to bring back a Dupe Frog. They can trade in now in standby phase, pitch the Blue Eyes, picks up Vortex Trooper and Mirror Force. Vortex Trooper now. I can't. Oh yeah, you've summoned out the Debris Dragon. Yeah, you definitely can't. Okay. Gonna set the Cards of Continents, then they're gonna Card Destruction away. 4. Yeah, let's take a look at the new hands. So new hands are Trade In, Avarice, Debris Upstart, Riser, Lad, Caius, Crow. Main deck Crow, by the way. Okay, they're gonna Avarice, put back the Blue Eyes. Yeah, I was going to say you're going to have to target here because your opponent does have the Crow. The main deck Crow. But yeah, you were never going to assume they had it. So I think that's reasonable. They're going to upstart, pick up a trade in now. And they're running out of options. But they do have Cards of Continents set. So they can get rid of the Debris for a Reckless and an Instant Fusion. They're going to Red MD, bring back a Blue Eyes, and pass. Draw for turn is another copy of Lad, which they have access to. They are going to Caius away the Red MD instead. Yep, pass, draw for turn is another copy of Reckless Greed. They can Reckless now. Now they've kind of got more draw power there. I think that's fine. Picks up Whitestone and Tragodia. Yeah, they're going to Instant Fusion now. Brings out a Jarmanite. Normal summons the Whitestone. Uses both of those for a Goyo. This is good. They get to add a Blue Eyes for the trade-in now as well. Trade in away the Blue Eyes. Picks up Cards and Flamvel. And these also work together. So yeah, so they're going to destroy the Dupe Frog. Goyo's going to take it. So Swap Frog being added to hand, and then Blue Eyes can get into the Caius. Main 2, just going to set the Reckless and pass. Draw for turn is Gauze. Gauze is a bit unfortunate. But Treeborn coming out in standby. Rise are going to put the Goyo back. Get over their own Dupe Frog, which they can then use to grab a swap. Yeah, now they have swap special. Bounce back the Riser. And they also have the option to then get out a Treeborn for one of the other 2 lads as well. Okay, this is good. This is good play. Reckless Greed, going to add the Super Rejuve and the Future Fusion. Going to go straight to battle, going to go over this Swap Frog. I just don't see how dragons are winning this through Gauze, through potentially Lad. Okay, Treeborn coming out now. Riser away the Blue Eyes. And pass, yeah. And then Geo's just going to admit defeat there. Yeah, they were just dwindling. They were getting to their power cards way too late. Future Fusion was so deep in that deck, that was unplayable from there. Okay, opening hands game 2. Reckless, Vanny's Fiend, Caius, Unifrog, and Machina Force. Reckless trade in Blue Eyes, Instant Fusion, Vortex Trooper, and Magical Stone. So let's see how they start it off. Trade in for the Blue Eyes now, picks up Instant Fusion and Torrential. Vortex Trooper. Puts back 2, picks up Red Eyes, oof, and Future Fusion. Future Fusion's going to go off here. Yeah, so he's going to get all 3 Blue Eyes to hand. Already used one, didn't he? Yeah, okay, cool. Yep. Just going to set the Reckless, set the TT, and pass. Draw for turn is an Econ. Unifrog coming out now. That's going to get over the Vortex Trooper. Pass. Draw for turn is trading. Okay. Some very late sets there. Oh no, apologies. The trading wasn't for turn. The trading was off the Vortex Trooper. Apologies, I forget this also has a card Trooper-like effect. So the sets there in main 2 were Raigeki Break and Econ. Pass. Draw for turn is the Lightning Vortex. So they can trade in the Blue Eyes away now for Instant Fusion and Magical Stone. They're going to Reckless for Reckless and Red MD. Then they're going to summon out the Wyvern. That's going to get met with a Raigeki Break. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Instant Fusion now for the Darkfire. Yep, you can use the Darkfire now. Okay, now on summon they're going to take it. Yep, running out of options now. Sets the other Reckless. And the Darkfire is going to go to grave. Pass. Draw for turn is Raigeki Break, which they're going to set. And pass. In end phase, they're going to Reckless for a Super Rejuve and a Red MD. And in standby, they're going to bring out the 5-headed. Nice. Very nice. On summon, they're going to Raigeki Break, hit the Future Fusion to destroy the 5-headed dragon as well. They're going to Super Rejuve now. Then they're going to Magical Stone, add back the Super Rejuve. We've seen this one before. End phase, bring out the Red MD, draw 2 more with the Rejuve. Yeah, this is nice. They're seeing big cards this time as well. They're seeing stuff like Pot this time, which is good. Draw for turn there was a Fortress. That does work, but it doesn't do anything. Debris coming out now. Debris can bring back the White Stone. Then use the White Stone for the Red MD. Red MD bring back the Kwakimeru. Jesus. Okay. And that one's just over. Yep. So Geo taking that on quite handily. Okay, wow, this is some nice gameplay. Going into game number 3 now. Opening hands are TT, Lightning Vortex, Kwakimeru Drago, Tragodia, and Debris Dragon. Machina Gear Frame, Gauze, Force, Raigeki Break, Swap Frog, and DD Crow. Let's see it then. So Swap Frog going to dump Treeborn, bounce back, set the Raigeki Break out and pass. Draw for turn is the White Stone. Just going to pass there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot they can do with this hand. They can commit to a Lightning Vortex once their opponent actually starts playing. Though maybe Kwakimeru Drago coming out would be good, but most of what this deck is trying to summon is not light or dark. Okay, Gear Frame coming out now for the Fortress. Yeah, pitch in double Fortress to bring out a Fortress. They're going to get in for 18, then 20. Okay, they're going to Trag now. Yeah, that does work. That yeah, because the amount of cards in hand, this will work. This is good. This is good. They're only taking 1 attack there. Pass. Draw for turn is the Super Rejuve. They're going to set the TT. Pass. Draw for turn is Braincon. Oof. Big oofed. Okay. So they're going to summon out the Gear Frame. They're going to Braincon the Trag. Is this enough for game? Surely. Yeah. Yeah, surely enough for game. Okay. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. So they also had Crow, Gauze, yeah, just putting the stuff down for the replay. Nice, yeah, really nice. Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Geo there. I mean, Dragons, like, hell of a deck. When it goes off, it really goes off. We saw some really fun turns there, some long turns there, probably, in the real time that this took. But yeah, you kind of see what Dragons is trying to do. They just got a little bit unfortunate here with this hand. Not a whole lot they could do, but yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. You know, Future Fusion was too deep in game 1. They saw it immediately game 2. So the deck doesn't live and die by Future Fusion, but it is one of the biggest like value swings for it. So you can see what it's like when it's just drawing into, you know, some of the side cards and not really being able to get off. This deck super consistent. Machina frogs, sort of. But yeah, they had actions every game. It's interesting. Game 1, it looks, you know, much more like tribute frogs, and then I'm assuming all the Machina stuff just comes out of the side deck and converts it into, you know, a much more consistent like swing deck, which is what we've kind of seen here. You know, the Machina's really carried in this game 3 as well. So really cool though. I like seeing people experiment with the Machina engine. I was watching one of Fraser's videos, and he had someone on from like one of the Arbet Germany like contestants, and they were saying how over here in Europe the kind of Machina engine is seen a lot more. It's like splashed a lot more in a lot of different decks, and I don't know where this person's from, but we're calling them the Italian. We're assuming they're from around the Europe area, and yeah, you can see that they're doing some stuff with the Machina engine in with an engine or a deck type that you wouldn't typically consider like smashing together. So really cool though, and I like seeing how Edison is kind of morphing. You know, we know that 2 of the best engines or like deck types in the game are Frogs and Machina, so you know there's not a whole lot of synergy, but they're both pretty good at what the other one sucks at. One is very deck deviable, the other one is not deck deviable, so that kind of works. Some of the side cards that come in for Frogs just don't do anything into Machinas, so I think that's the idea as well. Either way, really cool game. Dragons not being able to take it home this time, but a really good kind of example of why both these engines are strong and why, you know, more is left to be done in the space of experimentation in Edison.